Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to my live this morning. Welcome to Celie's Kitchen live this morning, live and in living colors. Facebook is giving me a little issue. It says reconnecting. Let's see. Okay, let me adjust the camera. Yes, good morning again, everyone. Good morning and welcome to this live. Okay, guys, so this morning, guys, you might be wondering what's on the menu. I just typed it in on my YouTube setup, what I'll be cooking. Sometimes I like to just surprise you guys, but I put it out there this morning. So thanks for joining. And I see all my TikTokers popping up. Good morning, Elaine. How are you? Welcome to the live. Angel just joined as well on TikTok. And TikTok, my TikTokers are so supportive, so wonderful. And not to mention my Facebookers, I call them Facebookers, and my TikTokers and my YouTubers. Yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning again. And thanks for joining my live, Lindsay Rowe. Okay, guys, this morning you might be wondering what she's cooking today in this kitchen. Alrighty, so I feel like making some Swiss mix this morning. It's kind of a little chilly in New York. I'm not sure where some of you are joining me from. So this morning, I'm going to keep it very simple. Good morning, Steffi. I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm going to be making some Swiss mix milk chocolate. We all like this thing as a kid growing up. You know, back in Jamaica, when we lived in Jamaica, you know, when they send barrels from the United States to the Caribbean and you get a pack of Swiss mix in a barrel, one I saw, you stop drinking the Milo Horlicks because you want the foreign. But now it's not foreign because it's all over Jamaica. So, hey. So this morning I'm keeping it very simple. I feel for something chocolatey. She said it's chilly in Maryland too. Yeah, it got chilly the last 2 days in New York, and I still can't understand why. We got one whole week almost of great weather, and I was like, yes, it's getting warmer. Only to realize that it got colder the last 2 days, and I'm like, oh God, I gotta take out something warm again and put on. But anyway, it is what it is. We can't question God, and you know, we just have to do the do. We just have to do what we have to do, and life goes on. Alrighty, so this morning I'm adding some mocha latte crema, and this has MCT collagen. It boosts your energy, it curbs your cravings, and it improves metabolism, which I really need because the last couple of days I've been so tired. I don't know what's going on with me, but I've been so tired. You know, when people pregnant and tired, so I just wanted to sleep. So I'm adding 2 scoops to my Swiss mix, and I'm also gonna be adding, and it's my first time trying it. My friend Paula gave me this. It's a collagen with beauty greens, and it has type 1 and type 3 peptides. It has wheatgrass, barley, grass, spirulina, kale, alfalfa, and more. So I hope this doesn't send me to the bathroom because I have to go on the road after this. But let's try it. If I have to go, I just have to go, right, guys? Because if I drink any shake with spirulina in it, remember I tell you, I gotta run. And you know we keep it real up in here. So I'm just adding just 1 tablespoon. I'm not even using the scoop because the scoop looks like it's a lot. But I'm just adding a little bit to my hot chocolate this morning. You know, just to have a little, ooh, yeah, I could hold this. It's not that hot. All right, so I'm just adding some hot water to the cup. Yep. And I'm going to stir a little bit. All right. So we added some good stuff in our hot chocolate this morning. My daughter would never drink this, guys. Ooh. So this morning, guys, as promised last week, I'm giving away 3 vinegar dispensers again. So Steffi, you're not allowed to play. You won one already. I didn't even mail yours yet. But I'm giving away 3 more oil and vinegar dispenser this morning. These are very handy in the kitchen, guys, especially you know, when it's Thanksgiving or Christmas and you want to put some salad dressing, you know, in a fancy bottle on the table for them to sprinkle on their salad. You could keep your oil in it. You could keep it as a decorative thing in your kitchen. You could also add, like, you know, your dried rosemary, your dried thyme, olives, whatever in your olive oil in these bottles. They're very handy. I have 2 of them. Alrighty, so I'm giving away 3 of them this morning. I'm giving away 3 of them this morning again. Good morning, June. I see you popping up on both platforms, YouTube and Facebook. Wow, she opened both of them. Good morning, Barbara. How are you? And thanks for joining the live, Tammy Scott, John Draft on TikTok. Thanks for joining the live. All right, my tea is very hot. I'm going to leave it to cool. And even if it's cool, I'm still going to drink it. So this morning, guys, I'm making a very interesting omelette. So I'm using 6 eggs, and here are my ingredients, and don't tell me I'm crazy. Alrighty, so I have some chopped up broccoli right here, some green bell peppers, some red onions, some gourmet tomatoes. I took out the inside, of course. I have 2 okras. I'm going to chop these up real fine. And you're going to say, oh God, okra in an egg? Yeah, okra in an egg. And of course, I have some pieces of basil and some dried pieces of parsley right here, real parsley. So I'm using real herbs this morning, guys. The real thing, like the Trinidadian would say. I'm using real vegetables this morning. Yeah, I can talk like them, you know, guys. Yeah, I have Trini friends. So I've been around them, so I know how they talk. Yeah, so I'm using the real stuff this morning. Yep. Real thing I go up in yourself. All right, so I'm just gonna chop up my okras really small, because you don't want the big chunks in the egg. You just want it really baby small. So I already sliced them down, so I'm just cutting them across real small. Want it chopped up really good. So I'm only using 2. Because as you know, okra is very potent. And as soon as it starts cooking, the slime comes. It's even slimy already. All right. So I chopped up my okra. So I had to leave one of the vegetable just to chop it up to show you. But I in the interest of time, I went ahead and chopped up the rest of the stuff. Alrighty. Oh, I have 2 tomatoes left over here. Let me chop these up. Forgot about these little ones. And these are kind of getting dried too. I put them near the heater so they get dried a little bit. Yeah. Alrighty, so in this bowl, I have pieces of pepper jack cheese. I have some Fiesta blend. It was a little bit left, so I still poured it in the bowl. And I have some pieces of pepper jack cheese, which I'll be grating as I go along in my egg mixture. And of course, I'm using Country Crock plant-based butter to grease my pan. And over here we have a decorative piece of tomato. Alrighty, ask me what I'm doing with that. Only God knows. Alrighty, so let me put this aside. And of course, in this blender, you might be wondering what's going on. I blend up some 2 plantains in this blender. I added a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, and I just blend away because it's already sweet. So I'll be making some plantain waffles along with that. Yeah. Some real plantain waffles. So I went ahead and blend with a little bit of milk. A little bit of almond milk. All right. So I'm telling you what the ingredients are. All right, guys. So I'm going to crack my eggs. So I'm using 3 yolks and 3 whites. So I'm using 3 yolks and 3 whites. Wow, piece of the shell get away. Come out. A piece of my shell got away in the bowl, guys. And I gotta take it out. All right. Whoops. It's out. All right. All right, so I took out the piece that was broken in the bowl. Alrighty, so I'm going to use 3 whites. So for those of you who don't know how to remove the white from the egg, this is one way you could do it. There's another way you could do it as well, but I like this method better. All right. So I'm using 3 yolks and 3 whites. Okay. Last one. All right. All right, so we have 6 eggs in here, guys. 6 eggs. So I'm going to whip this up real quick. I need a whisk. Let me see if I find a green one in here. I'm sure I had a green one in here. All right, let me use the metal one. I wanted to show off with my green one, but I don't know it. All right, so let me just use the regular one. All right, so I'm pouring it in this bowl because I need space to whisk my eggs. So I'm just going to beat this up real quick. All right. I'm looking for, okay, that could leave that alone. All right. So I'm just going to add some milk. I'm adding some almond milk. And I had to keep it in the fridge, guys, because you know it's milk and you don't want to leave it out. So I'm not measuring, I'm just pouring. So I'll put it back right away. So let's whisk this up together. Let's add some coconut milk powder. I would rather use the fresh one if I had it, but I don't, unfortunately. So I'm using the Grace brand. So I'm adding some coconut powder. So we got to make sure this is whipped properly. And now I'm going to be adding some adobo. Just a little to taste because you don't want it salty because the butter is salted and the cheese. So you got to be careful. And I'm adding a little cayenne pepper because we need a little heat on this thing. Just a little goes a long way. So we got to whisk this together. Alrighty. So I'm going to let my pot hot. Ooh, the cover of this came off. All right. So while I have this in the bowl, I'm just going to add my pieces of broccoli. Because the broccoli has to be half cooked because we want a little crunch in the omelette. And we want it on the outer ends of the omelette. The other fillings will be in the middle. Like the okra and the other veggies. They're going to be on the inside. But I'm adding this to the bowl. Yeah. So here, this is what it looks like. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, Audrey. Good morning, Berflin. Okay. All right. So while our pot is getting hot, I'm going to give away a gift. And I'm going to grate my cheese at the same time because, oh, you know what? I'm going to grate my cheese in the pot. Forget that. All righty. So this morning, guys, we're going to give away 3 oil dispensers. Yes, 3 oil dispensers. I'm going to ask a question. So, what did I make last week? What did I make last week? And I want the correct name of the dish I made last week. Let's see who's paying attention. What did I make on live last week? I'll give you clues. Something seafood. something slightly spicy. I'll give you clues. Something seafood, something slightly spicy. Yep. What did I make on live last week? I'm looking over on TikTok to see if any of my TikTokers had joined the live last week. What did we make on live last week? Let's see who's paying attention. Okay, she said the name of the dish I made last week. No, not the name of the dish you made. The name of the dish I made on live. The name of the dish I made on live, Carmen. Yep. What did I make on live? Let's see how much of you were paying attention. Alrighty. I guess nobody. Alrighty. I'm allowing you to cheat. You could go and look and come back. Whoever comes back first with the correct answer, they win one of these oil dispensers. Yes. Let's see who is quick on social media and can type in the answer real quick. It's posted on Facebook and it's also posted on, well, I didn't publish it yet, the picture on YouTube yet, but yes. Yes, what did I make last week? Alrighty, so let me get the ball rolling with the pot. We have 2 more bottles of oil dispensers for the best person, for the winner. All right, so I'm using about 2 ounces of country crock plant-based butter. So let's leave that in the pot for it to melt. Let's leave this in the pot for it to melt. I think we should split it up in pieces so we spread it out. And let's put our fire on low. Yeah. Alrighty, let's see what Steffi said. You told me not to play. Yes, Steffi, you're not playing this week. You get an all bottle last week. She said, you told me not to play. Oh, you know those little kids that said, Mommy, you told me not to do this. Good morning, Sister Palmer. Good morning, Delroy. Thanks for joining the live. All right, guys. So my butter is almost melted. And I'm using country crock plant-based butter. So now I'm adding my egg mixture to the pot. So let's spread out these broccoli. Let's spread out the broccoli. So we're going to have to cut this omelette up because this pot is very big. And if I try to flip it, it's going to break. So we got to keep it real up in here. So I might end up cutting it in. I don't know yet. All depends. All depends. All righty. So our omelette. All right, let me get rid of this. All right, so let's start by adding our other ingredients. So I'm going to add the okras. I'm adding the okras. Yeah, okra in the egg. Them Africans eat it. And then I'm going to add my red onions. Oh, I have some scallions cut up in it. I forgot to mention it. I'm just seeing it. And then we're going to add our peppers. So I got to spread it out because it's a very big pot. And we want to make sure that nothing gets left out. All right. And last, by no means least, I'm going to add the rest of the stuff on the board. I got to scrape it off in the pot, not wasting anything. Things gone up. Inflation. Can't waste nothing. All right. Okay, so we have a nice spread. And our egg in the pot looks like a pizza, guys. If you're ever sitting on the pot, oh, it looked like a pizza. She said, bless this kitchen, dear Lord. I pray. Also, every day, give her health to demonstrate her meal. Oh, wow. What could have been a better comment on my live? That just motivated me to go on. Yes. Alrighty, so let's add our cheese, guys. So I have to put it on low because we don't want our egg to burn. All right, so I'm grating some pepper jack cheese on top of all of this. And I'm spreading it out. This looks like a nice, delicious pizza. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This looks like a nice pizza, guys. Why may I tell you? This looks like a nice, nice pizza. Let me see who just popped up. Anne-Marie Johnson. Hi, Anne-Marie. All the way from Canada. Big up yourself. Thanks for joining the live. Thanks for joining the live, girlfriend. My omelette looks like a nice, huge veggie pizza. That's what it looks like to me. And then with the added cheese on top, oh God, it's kicking. And guys, this is a good source of protein in the morning. You could make this. This could be lunch too. You don't only have to eat egg for breakfast because, you know, it has the veggies. It's a good source of protein. And guess what? It will control your hunger. All right. Let's scatter the cheese. All right. So the little Fiesta cheese I had left, I'm just going to sprinkle all over. Spread it out. All right, so our omelet is cooking. You wash my hands. I just love washing my hands. I hate when my hands are dirty. I hate when my hands are dirty, guys. Alrighty. So over here, as I mentioned before, I have blended some ripe plantains, some almond milk, yeah, and I added a little cinnamon, a little nutmeg. That's all. So we're going to make ourselves a nice plantain omelette. I said a nice plantain waffles. I say omelette. A nice plantain waffle. So I just sprayed my waffle pan. And I'm going to plug this in. All right. Let's see if it's on. Yeah, it's on. My cord is short, guys. So I have a little... I should have taken out an extension cord. I should have taken out, and let me just rinse this off because I'm going to need the use of it. Yeah, I should have taken out an extension cord so I could put it in the middle of the counter. The cord is very short for the waffle maker. But it's heating up and I just sprayed it. Alrighty, so just waiting on it to heat up a little bit more. And then we could add our plantain mixture. So our egg is cooking, and I'm cooking it on low fire, guys, because I really don't want it to burn. You know, sometimes you make an omelet and the fire is too high and it gets burned. I don't want that to happen with this one. Yeah, and I could see on the sides that it's already cooking. Yeah, I could see that it's cooking on the sides already. And it's a very huge omelet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip a half of it. Yeah, because it's a very big pot. I'm going to flip a half of it, and then I'm going to flip the other half. So I'm going to cut it in two, flip that half, and then flip. She said cabbage cups with shrimp, breadfruit, etc. She said breadfruit, etc. Even though I'm not qualified to play. What cook up in here today? Good morning, Damien. How are you? All the way from Canada. Marian Richards, welcome to the live. Alrighty. So guess what, Steffi? Nobody else answered the question correctly. You did. So I guess you end up with 2 oil dispensers. So I'm giving you the gift. Yeah, I'm giving you the gift. You have it. You have it. You got it. So guys, I'm splitting the omelet right now. I'm going to split up the omelette because I don't want it burned. because it's a very big one. So we're flipping a half. I think I have to cut it in threes, you know, guys, because it's very huge. So I'm going to flip this side. So I flipped one part already, and I want to flip the other one. All right. So I had to cut the omelettes, guys, because they're very big and it wouldn't flip. It would just break up if I try to flip everything. So, you know, we keep it real up in here. So I'm cooking it properly. All right. So I'm going to cover the pot so it steams. So we make sure that it's cooked and it's on low fire. All righty. So my omelet is cooking right now, guys. Alrighty, so let me make the plantain waffles for you. So let's flip her over. All right, so when it's ready, my light will turn green, and I know that my waffle plantains are ready. My plantain waffles, I say waffle plantain. Plantain waffles is gonna be ready. I didn't get a platter. Let me get a platter. Oh, I forgot to take out the platter, guys. Oops. All right, let's rinse. So here's our platter. I forgot to take the platter out before we started the live, but that's fine. I rinsed it out and we dried it, and it's all clean and ready to go. All right, so our waffle is cooking. All right, so who wants to win the next oil dispenser? All righty. So in the past, I've made several different kinds of waffles. If you can tell me 2 waffles that I've made in the past, you win the second oil dispenser. And I've made 1,000,000 waffles in here. I'm just exaggerating. I've made 101 waffles in here. If you can name me 2 types of waffles that I've made in the past, 2, it has to be 2. You win the next oil dispenser. Come on, guys. Even if you have to guess. Even if you have to guess. And just a couple of months ago, I made a whole variety of waffles. So you should get this answer correct. I even add a little Jamaican to the waffle. She said, sea sop. Fruitcake waffle and carrot. Okay, June, I know you pay attention all the time. So June won the second oil dispenser. Her answer is correct. Yes, that is true. I've made a fruitcake waffle in the past and a carrot waffle. So you win the second oil dispenser. Right, June? So big up to June and Stephanie this morning. I have one more oil dispenser left. One more left. These are people who pay attention. These are people who pay attention. All right, put a little more fire on it. All right, so the omelets are almost ready. They're nice and set. Brianna said pumpkin waffles and ackee waffles. My daughter is not allowed to play. My daughter just answered the next question. Okay, you know why I'm going to give it to you, Brianna? Because you don't live in my house no more. You have your own house. And I know you could use this oil and vinegar dispenser. Yes. So I've made pumpkin waffles in the past and ackee waffles. And that's indeed correct. Yep. So all our prizes are taken this morning. And let me check on this let me check on this waffle. Woo! So our plantain waffle is indeed ready. Woo, it's hot. Oh, wow. All right, so our waffles are ready. All right, I'm gonna make another one. I am going to make another one. And I need to scrape the inside of it. So let's make a nice big one. I wish Yana was here to get some of this because, guys, she loved pancakes and she loved waffles. My granddaughter. She loved her pancakes and she liked her waffles. She liked quesadillas too. I'm like, whoa. Oh. Alrighty, so we have our plantain waffles, and it's very soft, guys, because you know it's flourless, so it's very soft and it smells great. It smells great. So to make the plantain waffles, all you need 2 very ripe plantains, right? Oh, I forgot to tell you, I add an egg white. I add 1 egg white. I forgot about that. Oh, some almond milk or any milk of your choice. And just add some cinnamon, just add some nutmeg, throw it in your blender, make it nice and smooth. You're ready to go. It's right here. Alrighty. So guys, our omelets, them ready like Freddy. So I'm only going to be able to put 2 on the platter because they're huge. So I'm only going to be able to put 2 of them on the platter. I'm even afraid to lift up this one. All right, let me take up this one first. Let's take up this one first. All right. This one is so loaded, it's falling apart. I'm cutting it. It's big. So I'm only going to be putting 2 on the platter this morning, guys. I'm only going to be putting 2 pieces of the waffles on the platter. The next one I leave in the pot. Because the platter can hold so much and no more. Alrighty, so we have our waffles ready. So we have a loaded breakfast this morning on our plate. And I can smell my waffles cooking. It's not ready. My ready light didn't come on yet. Yes, guys. So you might be wondering why I have this tomato in the middle. And this is optional. The reason why I have this tomato ready today, guys, tomatoes are good for you. I hate tomatoes. If I'm cooking, I'll take the outer part and I'll take out the middle because I don't like the sagginess in the middle. Since I was small, my mom could not give me tomatoes. You know, in Jamaica, when they cook Sunday dinner, and them call it salad. Them cut it across and put 2 and 3 pieces on your plate. I used to hide and give my brother. And then when I'm giving it to him, he said I'm gonna have to pay him to eat it. I used to have to pay him 10 cents to drink my herb tea. You know, when they're giving you a washout before you go back to school? Yeah, man. I used to pay my brother 10 cents just to drink my herb tea and just to eat stuff like this because there's some foods that you grew up on that you did not like. Yeah. I remember my mom used to make on a Sunday evening when she cooked cow foot. There's this thing, I think the gelatin from when they boil the cow foot, they used to put syrup in it and milk and make like a gelatin, it looks like Jello. I remember that clearly. It had the color of cherry milk, but it was gelatin. I hated that. Don't give me that because I know it came from the cow foot. Ew. Some things I just didn't eat. And thank you for 20 stars. Thank you. And guys, on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, we do accept gifts on Silly Sketching because as you can see this morning, we gave back to you. Yes, we give away a lot of prizes and surprises, and we give back to our viewers. So we would appreciate, we're not begging, if you want to give us some stars, some gifts, some roses from TikTok, we would appreciate that. Some supers from YouTube, we would definitely appreciate that. And thank you, Brianna, for 20 stars. And Elwood is what my greatest star giver. Oh gosh, man, burn up the waffle. Out here talk and the waffle are burn up. It not really burning now? Oh, it didn't burn. Thank God. Whoo. Thank God it didn't burn, but it's hot. Woo. Woo. It's hot. All right, let's separate it on this plate. Woo. Ooh, let me taste it. Mmm. Delicious. Delicious. Mmm. I can taste the plantain, guys. Ooh. This tastes like a nice fried ripe plantain. Oh. Alrighty. So, I'm just going to use a few pieces for display purposes. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to dry out the middle a little bit. And then I'm going to add some of the leftover egg pieces in the pot. In the middle. Yeah, you know, so we have to come with a display. Mm-hmm. Put a piece of this in there. Yep. Put a piece of broccoli on the top. So it look nice. Put a piece of tomato. Yes, back to the subject of tomatoes, guys. Tomatoes are so good for us. Thank you for 99 stars, Stephanie. Thank you so much for 99 stars. And guys, this is what I'm talking about. Support. Yeah. Support Celie's Kitchen because we do give back to you. And I kept my promise. Last week, I gave away 3 oil dispensers as gifts. And I told you that this week I'm giving away 3 more because you guys seem to have liked the gift that I gave away last week. So I got 3 more to give away this week. And thanks for joining Stephanie and June. And of course, my daughter who just won the other 3 oil dispensers. Alrighty, guys. So guess what? Guess what's going on over here? Break Feast is ready. Break Feast is indeed ready. So over here, we have 2 huge pieces of veggie omelettes, and we have some pieces packed in a cut-out tomato. And of course, we have some plantain waffles. Yes, some authentic plantain waffles from scratch. And guys, of course, I have to show off on you and taste it for you on the live so I could get y'all mouths running. Okay? Yes, guys. Break Feast is indeed ready. So I'm going to start out with the smaller piece of omelette. And I could smell the aroma from the omelette. So I know it's really, really delicious. So the other one that's left in the pot, that's for Master Twine when he comes later. Or if he wants to take it for breakfast tomorrow at work, that's fine by me. Good morning, Norman. Welcome to my live this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's the first time seeing you on my live. All right, guys. So let's taste the waffle. I see if it tastes good. Or I forgot to run. Guys, this waffle is delicious. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put piece on the plantain waffle. The plantain waffle and the eggs. Because growing up, most mornings, Jamaican parents, them fry 2 pieces of plantain, them fry 2 egg, and they might add a canned sausage. Or if they can afford ham, it would be a piece of ham. But ham was Christmas time. That was Christmas breakfast. Yeah, because the average class people, the middle class people couldn't afford ham. Ham was only bought during Christmas time. Yeah. But the typical Jamaican breakfast is egg on plantain. I used to hate when my mom made me an egg sandwich to take to school. Yeah, I used to be mad. I'm like, why is she giving me eggs? Why can't she give me ham or salami or one of those kind of fancy sandwiches? No. She gave me what she could afford. And on worst days, is when she give you that little thermos with your lunch pan. I don't know if you remember the metal old-time lunch pan, right? And they had the thermos the little thermos that comes with the lunch pan, and it had the glass inside. You see, when she poured a cornmeal porridge into that, me I carry it back home, or I throw it away at school and wash out the thermos and carry it back. Oh, you did drink the porridge? Yes, man. Drink what kind of porridge? Me not drink the porridge at school. Because growing up, we thought that if you carry porridge to school, your parents poor, or the kids would think you come from a poor family. So you don't want to feel belittled. So you don't want nobody to see you drink porridge. But what we did not know is that they were giving us nutritious things to eat, but we wasn't thinking that way. We want the fancy ham, which was processed food, which we didn't know. Yeah. We want the sausage or the hot dog, which is processed food. And they were giving us something healthier. Yeah. My mother would get up early in the morning and cook liver. Yeah. And if you taste my mother liver, trust me, a first class liver. Mm-hmm. Her liver was off the chain. And if Janet Spence was on this live this morning, she would tell you that Miss D liver is the best, especially when she take it to the office. Everybody want Miss D liver. Mm-hmm. I tell you. Guys, I'm in heaven. If this is heaven eating this morning, I definitely want to go there. So guys, as Jamaicans would say, walk good. So I want everybody on this live platform this morning to enjoy the weekend. If you're in New York, stay warm. If you're in Jamaica, make sure you get all your market stuff today. Make sure you have your peas soaked for your rice and peas tomorrow. And don't forget, visit the house of the Lord. Make sure you go to church tomorrow and praise God and thank him for all he did for you this week. I'll just say, it's not heaven, is good food. Yeah, laugh out loud, Audrey. Yes. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. So guys, take care of yourself. And as Jamaicans would say, walk good. So all on upon the 3 live platforms this morning: TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Take care of yourself and walk good. God bless.